Hi, Motor Scorp. Did we put that thing in Scorp yet? Or didn't we? This is your August 2026 reading, but this is the seeds you're planting, Scorpio. This is everything that's just you're chopping, you're prepping this month, okay? And don't forget it. I'm already hearing in our channeled message you forgot something, Scorpio. Could be that you forgot to tell yourself you're doing fine. But we're going to start with the channeled message and some astrology, and then we're going to do your love, money, and career for 2026 August. Okay, Scorpio? So, I mean, just taking a look at our astrology, the moon is in your second house in Sag. And, I mean, you might have... You're viewing how you value things differently, both materially and just those things important to you. And you may be considering going into earning money in a way that's taboo. This doesn't mean anything that's necessarily like illegal or bad. This is just like, oh, there's like a different way for you to earn your money. That is like a way that's maybe a little more unheard of for some people, or just like, you know, some of the hidden things, some witchy stuff, reaching influence too with our Sagittarius ruled second house, if you're Scorpio rising, but still the themes apply to any Scorpios. And I mean, you have Pluto transiting the fourth house too, so a lot of this North Node is there too in Aquarius. So a lot is just like, okay, Scorpio, you're figuring out what's up with my house, my home. How can I either deepen into the space that I'm in or just like move it along to a new space? But of course we have the North Node and Aquarius in the fourth house and Pluto there as well. But that's opposing the South Node in the 10th house, Leo. So all this career energy, you have the sun there and it's like luminary, the most auspicious place I think the sun can be, right? I think it finds its joy there. Mercury, Jupiter. So you're seeing a lot of career culmination. Like things can't really go on the way they're still happening in your career. A lot of change there and a lot of just like focus on how you earn your money. Mars in 9th house Cancer too, so you might be pulling the trigger a lot on just like publishing things, pushing things out constantly. You don't even want to think about it. Another thing we want to think about too is just that I think it's on August 28th, we have a lunar eclipse in Pisces, which I think, what is that in Scorpio for you? That's in your 5th house. So that's joy, that's children, that's creativity, that's sex. That's a lot of different things. Just like changing your mind about these things. That's romance, okay? So don't feel bad about just like changing, letting your perception change. You could meet someone even that's like a Pisces. Yeah, or just like start something interesting that's nautical. And of course, a lot of disillusionment, especially around masculine energy and action, with Neptune and Saturn in your 6th house, Aries. But one more thing about that eclipse in Pisces, it opposes that Virgo. And that's in your 11th house. So I'm hearing like, what more do you want from me? You know, it's just like that you realize perfection is a myth, Scorpio. You realize perfection is kind of an illusion. So it's easier for you to just kind of be yourself and do more. That's gonna help you too in that with the 9th house. Whatever you want to push out to the world and that expansive house, you'll be a little more confident there. Venus in the 12th house. Everything's kind of coming up. You're having the purge of any of the negative thoughts. Things are coming up so that they can go away. And it's just the struggle with Mars and Cancer right now between feelings and function, right? Because I've just had instances where like people, sometimes caregivers, like doctors or whatever, you know, people want to get to know you, but it's out of their function. So there's a push-pull in that, like, yeah, we can stop and chat if you are the cashier, but there's a whole line behind me sort of thing, you know? So you feel the tension between like feelings and function. And with Gemini, Uranus in your Gemini house as well. That's the 8th house. Suddenness around Gemini energy. Suddenness, you know, maybe you have a Gemini friend that comes to visit suddenly. But that's kind of what's going on the rest of the month, Scorpio. Very beautiful. Very beautiful Scorpio energy. Let's see what's going on. What seeds you're planting. Let's do love involved Scorpios first. And I'll leave timestamps for y'all, of course. What do we have for the involved Scorpios in love? What did I say? Suddenness with a Gemini Scorpio. And that's in the 8th house. So you could meet somebody. I mean, this is already people talking to. So, I mean, hopefully you're not meeting someone if you're already involved. But, yeah, it's just like you could get a sudden proposal. You could get a sudden deepening of the relationship. Or somebody who you're with and you thought had no feelings for you suddenly comes back, whether you're talking to someone or not. So this could be a third-party situation. But it can also just be like the purge of feeling, because it's Mars and Cancer, right? So you have this very masculine energy in this very feminine house. So someone that you feel like has no feelings at all for you, maybe they're a partner that kind of stonewalls you normally, they're gonna tell you, oh, I have really strong feelings with you, or almost get like touchy-feely codependent because of some things that kind of shift in their energy. And this could be like, I don't want to say tragedy, but something pushes them into your arms like pretty crazily, to the point where like things seem a little exaggerated. And that can apply to you cross watchers. But what else are we looking at for those? Our Scorpios who are involved with talking to, watching on behalf of a certain person in mind. Yeah, this person's really going to seek you out in a way that they maybe haven't before, or haven't since the beginning of the relationship. What do we have for the involved? Okay, see? Things are just kind of different. Like they're viewing you different and they're judging you different. But remember, we said that eclipse in the 5th house. So love, romance changes for you all. Can we see the result of this connection between the two? It's definitely a deepening of the connection, though. A merging of the two. What do we have? See? And the church bell tolls. Yeah, can we see what else for Scorpio? Okay, yeah. It comes in quickly. They're gonna be like, oh my God, hands all over you. Really for the remaining of Leo season. And if y'all want children too, they'll pursue that. So they really, I mean, this person, I'm not always one to be like, oh, stay with them. But this person is like, they're not guaranteed, but they're kind of committed to not hurting you again. They want to be the leader in your eyes. They want to be your number one. Very, very masculine energy. And they want your respect back. I don't know what they did to lose it, but they're shaping up to get your respect back. Okay, Scorpio? What do we have for the single Scorps? Thank you so much, Spirit. What's our single Scorpies? Okay, I mean, you got options. It's really stressing you out how many people like you, Scorps. This is your energy here too with the water, cups energy. But I mean, a lot of people like you. It's just a matter of discernment of who. And sometimes it becomes like, well, if we spread ourselves too thin with too many options, that's not good either, because, you know, you can be good. It can be good to have a roster. You can be happy with that. But sometimes the more we pour over several cups, the less we have for ourselves, Scorp, okay? What else do we have for Scorpio singles? Clarifying that 7 of Cups. Y'all remember to like and comment and subscribe. Okay, 6 of Cups. I saw this with another sign too, and blast from the past. Well, first of all, be careful if you don't want a baby. And second of all, I mean, I'm kind of sensing that our Scorps are like, I've sensed this too. It's the eclipse portal, because we had one earlier in the month and now, you know, we're gonna have one. So we're in between these two. So I sense my Scorps are like, you're in between this kind of blast from the past that you feel burdened by, or something new. You know, like someone kind of keeps coming back, and it's like something from the past is like really burdening you. Like somebody, it bothers you because you feel like, and maybe like you just need therapy, baby, but it's like, oh, well, I don't know how things would have worked out with them. So you might still be holding a candle for them, Scorp. Okay? So you're choosing between that, like, you don't know what your new love life looks like. The ideal that's coming, you don't know yet. So you feel burdened with like wanting to go back to the past and make it better. And you know there's other options that are theoretically better, but none have materialized yet. And it's kind of agonizing because you're like, I know I can do better than like, you know, old Chuck from chemistry class or whatever, but I don't know, like, where's my new man? He's not around. What else do we have for Scorp? Can we have what comes of this? What's the result of Scorpio picking the new person and not going backwards, not really settling? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we had 2. Okay. So not only do you get commitment from the new person, Scorpio, if you don't settle, but you also find someone who's like talented and appreciates you and values you. Okay? I think that's the result of you holding out and not going back to this, okay? So the new person, they could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn with all the Hierophant and the Pentacle energy, but yeah, this new person is going to be committed and value you. And what did we say earlier with the moon in Sag right now? Like that is expanding how you see yourself, expanding how you see values, okay? Can we have anything else about this person? I mean, I think it's pretty clear. Don't go back to the old person. Committed and value. I mean, the choice is yours always, Scorp, but what else do we have? What else do we want Scorpio to know about this new person? Seeds planting in August 2026. That's of value to them. Okay, see? It could even be like in Virgo season that they'll move towards you in some way. Can we have one more for the Scorps and we'll move on to career? Ooh, these 2 wanted to come out. Okay, yeah, this person, it's gonna be someone who makes you both feel proudly passionate and like emotionally safe. You will feel like the queen. You'll feel beautiful when you cry with this person. You'll feel beautiful sexually because it's somebody that's just like, they want to bring value to your life. So choose the new, okay, Scorpio? Let's go to money in Korea for the Scorpio. What do we have for money and career for our Scorpios? That intense 10th house stellium tells us something's happening there. That 5th house, well, that eclipse that happened right across from it. What do we have for money and career for the beautiful Scorpios, August 2026? Yeah, things have been intense, Scorp. Things have been very intense. Things have been kind of keeping you up. It's honestly nobody's fault, but it's been intense. It's a culmination. When we see the later suits, 8, 9s, 10s in tarot, it tends to be the culmination of something that's been growing. Those are the later acts in a 5-act play, okay? And things have been intense, Scorp, okay? So that's how you feel currently, but where are things going for the Scorp? Let me see. Okay. Yeah. After a kind of transformation of what you do, because this is your energy, and this is your energy too, Scorp. So it could be through a romantic interest that you meet someone, but also that you meet someone related to work, but also chasing your purpose. You're moving from just like chasing coin to chasing purpose. And I've been getting that with like a lot of the people, a lot of the different placements. But I think that's kind of important to emphasize just because it's a different feeling. It's a different way of existing, Scorp. Can we clarify that death, the Knight of Cups? See what else is up for Scorpio's career journey. You could also just be working with the occult. And we mentioned that too with Lilith in your second house and the moon there as well. Like something that has to do with emotion, something that has to do with channeling, transmuting, okay? Spirit, working with spirit, working in, you know, the funeral industry. What do we have for our Scorps? Money and career. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, but it is gonna be your dream job. It's what you always wanted to do. It's your wish. So you literally go from like this, you know, to what you always wanted to do. Okay, and the message is gonna come soon about this, shortly after this happens, all right? So don't be afraid whenever certain opportunities close off or you kind of taper certain things to their end. Because where you're actually supposed to be and your purpose is right around the corner. Can we have a Scorpio card for the luck? And we'll close it out. Thanks so much if you're still watching, Scorpy. My little Scorpy. Let's see. What do we have for luck for Scorpios August 2026? Okay, a victory. I mean, we have that eclipse in your Pisces 5th house, so you might win some money, a kind of sweepstakes, an award of some kind, but you're winning something. Debt cleared. There's something that you win this month, Scorpio. And remember, you might not win the battle, but you win the war. I don't know what it is that you'll be winning, but come back and comment when you do, Scorpy. Like, comment, subscribe, share, book a personal reading, and tell someone you love them today, Scorpio. Bye. Mwah.